This is Francesco Abbruzzino with the Suncoast News and Scoop, and today we're talking about the Publix out at the Venetian Golf and River Club. It's upsetting the folks out there in North Venice. This community is a very influential group in terms of holding their, I know when they hold political forums, they're packed, the house is packed. They have two council members that live out there. They have the city manager lives out there. So very influential neighborhood out there in terms of being able to talk to the politicians and stuff. But they're going up against Neal. And Neal, based upon the PUD and everything that was put out for this area, he allocated land for commercial usage, and he's got that on his side. So let's cover what's going on here. And I've talked about it before. This is a public. It's going to be a shopping center. It's out there on Laurel Road in Jacaranda. Now, this is the very same community that is utilizing Neal to expand to a 4-lane highway going down Laurel. Not highway, road going down Laurel. Basically, you know, Neal comes out looking good on it like he's financing it, but in reality he isn't. There was a clause, and I covered this years ago, where he said he would turn over X amount of land, a certain footage, to expand the road. And I've seen the letter, and the former mayor Hollick believed that it was going to be a free swap. Neal said, no, it's not a free swap. You got to pay for it. And basically, I think when I looked at it back then, basically he was giving the land, selling the land to Venice, and it was going to equate to the same amount of money that he was giving to the city of Venice. So it made it look like he was contributing money when it was basically he was just breaking even. There was really nothing happening there. So this community has formed an ad hoc committee, and it's the ad hoc committee against commercial development in the Milano PUD. They got an online petition at change.org. Basically, they want to stop this commercial development on this 11.8 acres, and they've gotten up to 600 signatures so far. If I can find the petition, I'll put a link to it on here. But basically what it is Neal wants to put up the shopping center with a Publix. It's going to be about 16,000 square feet. He's going to have a casual eat-in restaurant and some other stuff. There was, I believe, back in January, a Zoom on it, a Zoom meeting where he uncovered, he basically told everybody all about it, all the features and everything. Basically said, look, it's built into the PUD. It's going to happen. You can fight all you want, blah, blah, blah. And I see this a lot where it's happening over here at Bird Bay, where it's basically built into the PUD that an individual can do something. The residents don't like it. They want to rise up and petition and have their voices be heard. But in the end, legally, they're not going to be able to do anything, especially with the state and county and local laws. They're really fighting an uphill battle. So the residents oppose this center. They oppose the two stores. They say, the Publix, they say that the one over on Laurel, and then there's another one. There's one at Laurel and 41, and then there's another one at Laurel and Pinebrook. And they say that's close enough to within X amount of miles, and they don't need another Publix. Now there is another meeting that's scheduled. This one's a Zoom you can zoom into, and this is happening tonight, and it's at the Venetian Golf and Country Club main clubhouse. You can go there, or you can Zoom it. It's 832-4502-7303 for the Zoom, with the passcode is 749286. You can go on there and you can voice your opinion. I don't know if you'll be able to voice it too much on the Zoom. I think it's mainly for listening. And I suspect, just like many of their political forums, this place is going to be packed. It's a huge room, but the residents really come and they answer the call. So, and I was mistaken. It's one council member, Mitzi Fielder, the city manager, and the planning commission guy, Barry Schneider, live out there. So they're out there. They're lobbying it. They're hoping that they can stop Neal from moving forward. As I said, Neal came out and he said in an interview that 5% of the land was planned, PUD, planned unit developments, can be dedicated towards commercial development, and that stands. And he said basically the only issue is the wetlands, but he would have to contribute to a mitigation bank that preserves wetlands elsewhere. So there's a work around that. And like I said, a lot of people just aren't happy about it. And you see this all the time. And that's why it's important to get involved, because Possibly, if they would have been involved when this whole Milano and Venetian Golf and Country Club were being thought through, they could have had a say back then. But they weren't active, and this stuff gets pushed through. It happens all the time. Sorry, I see it constantly. And that's where we are. So, residents are rising up. Will their voices be heard? Legally, can they even do anything? That's the question. And the Zoom meeting tonight. So, this has been Francesco Abbruzzino with the Suncoast News and Scoop.